In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a quiz to Moodle. So this is a really convenient resource. It will grade all the quizzes for you unless there are short answers. If they're multiple choice and true and false, it will grade them all automatically. If you add short answers or essays, you will have to go through and add manually a grade to each of those questions. So I've signed into Moodle here, and on the left, I'm going to scroll down to my courses, select the course I'd like to add a quiz to. And as usual, I have to go up here to the right and make sure that turn editing is on. Right now, mine was off, so I'm going to make sure it's on here. And then I'm going to scroll down to the folder where I would like to add the quiz. For you, it may just be under week 1 or 2 or topic 1 or 2. And again, I'm going to hit edit. And I'm going to view topic. And that will allow me to hit add resource here. And I'm going to scroll down to quiz under activities. You'll need to title your quiz. So I'm just going to put a test quiz, midterm, whatever you need to. You don't need to add a description, but you can. Timing is important. I like to hit enable for both of these, and I will put the date of the class. So if my class is on Thursdays from 1 to 4, I will open the quiz at 1 p.m. on Thursday and either close it at 4 p.m. or I will put a time limit if it is a shorter quiz and should not require that amount of time. So if that's the case, you can hit enable and put the amount of minutes you would like. There. So under grade, this is important. If you allow unlimited attempts and the highest grade, that means students will be able to change their answers until they get them all correct. And I've made that mistake before. So I will usually change this to 1 attempt, and that will deal with the highest grade component there. So I like to select 1. Layout just lets you determine, do you want 10 questions per page before they have to go to the next page? If you're worried about students cheating, you can have 1 question and then they have to go to the next page before they see the next question. So if they're sitting next to each other, they can't see the question on the other person's page unless they're going through it 1 question at a time. If they are, and you're worried about that, that doesn't really matter too much, because question behavior, you can shuffle within questions. And I leave this as yes because that shuffles all of the answers. So answer B will not be answer B for every student. So I leave that as yes. And that's all I do there. And then I go to save and display. So it says here, no questions have been added yet. So I'm going to hit edit quiz. And then here under the shuffle, I'm going to select add, and I'm going to choose new question. So here you get to select what type of question you want to add. So if you're going to add, let's do a true and false, because that's pretty easy to demonstrate first. And I'm going to select add. And you can type a question name. This is really for you. We'll put it in your test bank. Question name, and I will add Pavlov. Hopefully that's how you spell Pavlov. And then the question text. Classic conditioning is classic conditioning was developed by Pavlov. All right, so that's true or false. And here, correct answer, that is true. So we need to change that to true, and then save changes and continue editing. And I have some errors that I need to change. Pavlov conditioning. Maybe it just needs a longer word. Okay. Default points 1, yes. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that worked. All right, so now we're going to click add again. You can see you can add number of points per question. Add new question. I'm going to do multiple choice this time. Select add, and I'm going to say, just add a question name. The question text is here, and you need to make sure your points are added, what you want them to be. And then here you add the answers to your question. So answer number 1, this, and if this is the correct answer, you need to, under grade, add 100% of the grade. Question 2, if this is not the correct answer, just leave that as none. Choice 3, choice 4, same thing, just leave those as none if they are not the correct answer. Save changes. And that's how you continue on to add questions. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go back here to my test quiz. Go back to assignments. And I want to select test quiz. Trying to show how to preview the quiz so you can see. I usually like to preview it before I, here it is. So from this settings column, preview quiz, you can see what it will look like to students. And I always do this before I publish it so that I know what it looks like, and I go through and I take it myself and make sure it's behaving the way I want it to behave. So here's question 1, a true or false. This is what it'll look like. And because I only had 1 question per page, this is the 1 question, and they'll have to select next page before moving on. And here is question 2. So I know question or answer 1 was the correct answer. And then finish attempt. All right, so that's pretty much it. And this quiz will become live at the date that I selected, and will close at the date I selected as well. And then after that, I will be able to review all of the grades of the quiz.